This video is sponsored by MediaTek. Recently, I've given you a look at the MediaTek-powered Amazon Fire TV Omni and XGIMI Horizon Pro projector, two great options for watching TV and movies. But today we're focusing on something a bit more personal, as T-Mobile carries several devices with MediaTek chips in them that provide great value that you may not know about. I'll have links in the description to everything I mentioned, so let's get started with a couple of smartphones in the T-Mobile REVVL 6 and 6 Pro 5G. Both of these devices are carrier exclusives, as the name would imply, with both being powered by MediaTek's Dimensity 700 chipset, which makes these some of the best 5G budget smartphones on the market. The Dimensity 700 is a fast, mid-range system on a chip with an integrated 5G modem. It includes 2 fast performance cores at up to 2.2 gigahertz and 6 power-efficient cores at up to 2 gigahertz. With the REVVL 6 5G, you're getting a device that sells for just $169.99 brand new, and includes features like a 6.5-inch display with a resolution of 1600 by 720, a 4500 milliamp hour battery that's good for about 30 hours of talk time, and a triple camera system on back. You get a 13 megapixel main camera along with 2 megapixel dedicated depth and macro cameras. On front, you get a 5 megapixel camera for selfies and video calls, and even cooler, the REVVL 6 5G also supports expandable storage, letting you increase the onboard 64 gigs of storage space with a micro SD card up to 2 terabytes in size. Then there's the REVVL 6 Pro 5G, which sells for $50 more at $219.99. For the extra money, you get the same MediaTek Dimensity 700 chip, which powers things like the quad camera setup. You're getting a 50 megapixel main camera, 5 megapixel ultra wide, and 2 megapixel depth and macro cameras. On the front, you have a 16 megapixel camera for selfies and video, and the display is a massive 6.82 inches with a resolution of 1640 by 720. This one has a 5000 milliamp hour battery with wireless charging support, which will give you up to 33 hours of talk time thanks to the efficiencies in the MediaTek Dimensity 700. Another bonus that the REVVL 6 Pro has over the standard model is NFC support. Both devices naturally have USB-C ports for charging and syncing, but they also sport a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which we all know is super rare to see these days. Now, I mentioned that these devices cost $170 and $220 respectively, but current and new T-Mobile customers can get them free with 24 monthly statement credits when adding a new line. Next, let's talk about what I think is one of the most convenient devices that T-Mobile sells, the T-Mobile 5G Hotspot. Also powered by MediaTek, T-Mobile says that its 5G Hotspot is the most affordable way to access its 5G network. This hotspot supports T-Mobile's extended range 5G and ultra capacity 5G network as well. As you can see here, you're getting a nice compact design with a small display that displays vital information about your connection and battery status, along with the time and the number of devices that you have connected to it. The T-Mobile 5G hotspot will also connect to 4G LTE in areas where 5G isn't available, and can connect up to 32 devices simultaneously over its Wi-Fi connection, which supports Wi-Fi 6. So basically, this connects to T-Mobile cell signal, but it creates a Wi-Fi network for all your devices to connect to. Again, up to 32 devices at once. In addition, the battery has a capacity of 6,460 milliamp hours, which guarantees seamless usage for hours together without having to worry about running out of power, thanks to MediaTek's 5G modem being optimized for efficiency here. This is one you can just turn on and then keep in your bag when on the go or on a table when at a hotel room, and get a nice solid connection for your devices. T-Mobile sells this for $198 or $99 if you add a new line. Then there's this, the T-Mobile 5G Wi-Fi Gateway. And what impresses me here is that I never thought we'd get to where consumers could use and rely on a cellular connection as their main internet connection in their home. But with high-speed 5G, we're actually there. What you're getting here looks like a typical Wi-Fi 6 router, but instead of being connected to your cable or fiber company, you just plug it into power and it connects to T-Mobile's 5G and 4G LTE networks, covering your home with fast Wi-Fi 6. MediaTek's 5G modem also allows for 4x4 MIMO beamforming, making your Wi-Fi network even more performant. You get 2 gigabit Ethernet ports on back if you want to hardwire any devices, or if you have a larger home and want to connect a mesh Wi-Fi system that piggybacks off of the 5G connection. The nice thing here when compared to more traditional home internet plans is that there's no contract at all. So you can start and stop service at any time. And also there's no data caps, which makes this aggressively competitive if the speeds offered at your specific address work for you. And as with any cell service, that's the main variable here. At the bare minimum, T-Mobile says that all eligible households will see average download speeds of 33 megabits per second. But depending on your location and the placement of your T-Mobile gateway, you can see download speeds as high as 182 megabits per second or even more. The cost is $50 per month or $30 per month for T-Mobile customers on a Magenta Max plan. And there's no equipment fee for the 5G Wi-Fi gateway itself. There you have it, guys, a look at how MediaTek is innovating in the cell connectivity space with an array of products you can get from T-Mobile right now that are both fast and power efficient while not breaking the bank. Any questions on anything I talked about here, drop them in the comments below and I'll meet you there for further discussion. Thanks for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards and I will catch you in the next video.